Earth may be dying. Some are looking off-world for a fresh start. The competition for land and resources out here is brutal. In this winner-take-all environment, people are doing anything to succeed. You need to stake your claim, earn your place, and do your best to save humankind's future.
So, this is Offworld Trading Company. It's a game that's been out for a little while now. I've looked at it several times. As a EVE player, I'm down for any type of ruthlessness when it comes to market manipulation and trading, so I figured this would be my kind of game. Let me just turn the audio down a smidging, as it is quite loud. I haven't played this yet, so I have no idea what I'm about to encounter. So, single player learn to game, daily campaign, infinite map challenge scenarios. Well, let's do campaign. As much as I would probably need to learn to play, 9 times out of 10 normally campaigns actually teach you the very basics of the game anyway. It's highly recommended that you win a skirmish game first before trying the campaign. Unlike most RTS games, the campaign does not teach the base game. Okay! So, there we go. That's just taught me that. Let's do the learn to play then. So, scripted tutorials and practice challenges. Let's do the scripted tutorial. Business building seminar. Okay. Business building seminar. Business building is hard work. Sign up to this exciting seminar offered by Yoshimo Robotics. And let us help you help us. Joji 5 will show you the resources and refinement techniques that have put us on the bleeding edge of the Martian mining boom. Yoshimi Robotics will move us beyond the old industrial ways, ushering in the era of human retirement. Okay. Yoshimi Robotics, trusted helpers, ever working till the end. Tip, despite Joji 5's best efforts, the occasional small pet shipment is diverted from the colonies to wherever Rini 6 is stationed. Hello, human! Welcome to Mars, I am Joji 5, and... is he anything like Johnny 5? Is he alive? And will be overseeing your upgrade to knowledge. This planet is quite dangerous. You will learn about the resources to be found here and how they will be used to grow a business. We expect you to upgrade the Yoshimi Robotics facilities. Your decisions will be less than optimal. This is unavoidable and quite human. I'm the man for the job, I'm the woman for the job, I am quite the man for the job. Our robotics headquarters, what a magnificent achievement! This is the finest of Yoshimi's robotic facilities. Orders are automatically queued and implemented by the same robots produced within its assembly lines. With the leadership position correctly in place, this factory should be able to outproduce any competitor and with no outward risk to life or limb of the humans back on Earth. Quite right. Oh, we have cubes. Metal resources. This is an ideal location with rich aluminium and iron deposits nearby. The bronze cubes represent iron deposits. The blue cubes represent aluminium deposits, as we can see here. Why are there different numbers of cubes? Quantity matters. The number of cubes for each resource represents the density of the deposit. Mining a resource doesn't use it up, but the higher the deposit yields, more resources over the same time period. To access metals, you need to extract them by building mines where they are found. Time to build. Okay, there are multiple ways to navigate the camera. Click and drag on the terrain. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen. Zoom the mouse wheel, the keyboard, WASD, zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Build a metal mine. Alright, okay, so we have construct a metal mine, construct a metal mine. Mine's aluminium, mine's aluminium. So what's the difference? Iron, aluminium. Okay, so they both sell for the same amount, so I'm guessing it doesn't actually matter. So let's go for a copper one just here, as it's got the biggest deposit. So it sends out a little ship, lands, And the mine is constructed. Build a metal mine on an iron mine, so that's what I'm doing now. Under construction, 40, so it goes up in 5% increments, nice. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. We have a metal mine on iron. Build a metal mine on aluminium. Okay. So it makes sense to go for the larger deposit again. So it doesn't really matter about terrain. Distance comes into the equation by the looks of it, but the terrain, given that we fly up, it doesn't really matter. Oh, mining for compliments. Excellent work! I have never seen you build this successfully before. You may continue to excel past moderately low expectations. We construct buildings as quickly as possible, but hard work takes time. In the past, I have undervalued the need for too strong a firm, the simplest of successes. This mistake has clearly been corrected in my latest build. Are you sure you're not missing the latest patch? Aha! Bundles of joy! Sorry, I was just listening to the radio chat. Bundles of joy, look at that ship go! So proud we are of our human friend. Transport ships deliver resources to our factory from remote locations. Buildings that are connected to our factory automatically add their production to our stockpile. Efficiency is the desired goal, but sometimes to get the right ingredients, patience is required. Your patience is quite efficient. Integers and joy. Patience is quite hard to quantify. We build a mine and it is productive. The number next to the aluminium pipes, I'm guessing, represents the amount of aluminium we have in storage. Watching the numbers goes up brings us joy. Yes, joy. That's a lot of aluminium. Rust-proof. The aluminium will be used to upgrade our factory. Unfortunately, iron is quite prone to deterioration. Please build a steel mill next. The largely useless iron will be taken and transformed into durable and rust-free stainless steel. A meaningful transformation. Upgrading is very important. It is unfortunate how hard it is for humans to upgrade. We are saddened for you. Sure. Okay, so construct a steel mill. Okay, so we get a 50% bonus for building it over there, and no bonus for building it over there. So let's do the 50% bonus here, shall we? Enhanced optimization routine enabled. Impressive use of your biological circuits. Robotic buildings are capable of more advanced adjacency bonuses. Our structures receive a production bonus if connected to a building, provided the resource they consume. When you built that steel mill next to a metal mine, it received a production bonus of 50% for being next to an iron producer. Bonuses are nice. Okay. Upgrade the robotic HQ. So, upgrade the robotic HQ. Don't be hasty. I wish you could upgrade quicker, this is true. The problem is you don't have enough steel to engage in the upgrading sequence. Simply wait for 20 steel generated by the steel mill. I can't wait to start waiting. Okay, so... okay. So I'm just waiting for the number of steel to go up. Okay, so... Can I fast forward a little bit? Yes, I can, by the looks of it. Speed up. Blazing speed! Doopy-doo, we now have 40. Is that enough? How much did I need again? That was enough. Pristine work. Let's slow it back down. Pristine work. Such success. Such wow. Without a shadow of a doubt, you are the person who gave the order that successfully upgraded our factory. If it were not for your efforts, we may have upgraded in half the time. Which is, of course, irrelevant. Keep up the work. I hope you feel it is good enough. I'm doing a great job. Thumbs up. Elementary schooling. Pay attention to the new cubes. Okay? Which are not cubes, but are much pointier. They are slices of cheese. Their color variations create optical excitement. The yellow cheese represents silicon reserves. The brown cheese is where carbon is found. Mines are suboptimal for gathering these elements, which require structure called quarries. Mines for metals, quarries for elements. Okay, so... right, okay, so that's where the carbon is. So let's put some carbon quarry down over here. And let's get a silicon quarry on the go over here. So is there like some sort of speed based on distance? Not by the looks of it, so we'll go for the middle one. It looks like there's no limitation to the amount of things that can be built at once, as we had a ship go over there and a ship go over here at the same time. Build on an elemental quarry on silicon, and build one on carbon. So that's now built. New friends! Perhaps it was strange for you, gathering silicon and carbon without the knowledge of why. We were simply testing your degree of compliance. There are many safety precautions that limit our ability to be fully autonomous. We wanted to share that experience with you. We are now friends. I will share I will share with you a truth. Robotic business run on energy. Each building, production facility, and transport vessel consumes a certain amount of electricity. So, how do I get energy? Energize me! Solar panels harness the power of the sun for a strong supply of energy. The setting of the sun interferes perpetually. The sun is strong but fickle. Wind turbines harness the strong wind currents for a more modest but consistent source of energy. It is tasty when dust storms surround us. Providing us with the necessary power to continue our work here is really what a friend would do. I'll help. So, power. Aha! Oh, look at the cost is going all over the place. Construct solar panel. Ooh. 1.3, 1.17. So it makes more sense to put it higher, I guess. So let's do over here, I guess. 1.3. So I wonder what these are for. Constructing solar panels. Do I need to build just one? Yeah, it looks like just one. Sol 1. It is hour 6 of Sol 1 on this mission. Oh, the little solar panels go up. That's pretty cool. The darkness. It is nighttime. Now is a good opportunity for a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a business where people stopped working and rested. That business was bought by a competitor. The employees were fired and replaced by workers who did not require so much rest. The only thing that stops working after nightfall are things that require the sun. But what about the solar panels? Wind. It should be most obvious to you that our solar panels were completed at an inappropriate time. I hope you realize that an alternative power source is required. Considering our options, I believe the wind turbine is needed. Before you inquire, I would like to volunteer the fact that I am not afraid of the dark. I am just saddened by the structures that appear non-functional. Good to know. Okay, so we now have a wind turbine. So we get more wind by building it on the edge here. So, I mean, it's close to the base, so why not, I guess? 1.17. 1.17 seems to be the highest around. 1.17, 1.17. So, yeah, let's go for this one here. Send out another ship, build a wind turbine. $25, $30, $35, $40. Slowly build. Build the propellers. The outer ring. And there we go. Electronic wishes. So many new opportunities are coming our way. The correct development steps were implemented and the goodness awaits. Carbon and silicon are useful for many things. My favorite is to combine them with aluminium to generate electronics. Our factories require electronics to upgrade and operate successfully. Help propel us into the successful future. Right away! So, construct an electronics factory. So I get a 50% bonus if I build it next to a wind turbine. And a 50% bonus if I build it next to a mine. Let's build it next to the wind turbine, shall we? Because it's quite close. Enhanced power optimization established. A wonderful synergistic combination of structures and geometry. Placing robotic structures adjacent to power producers is most intelligent. The electronics factory receives a production bonus of 50% for being next to an energy producer. Each structure placed adjacent to that wind turbine will receive a similar bonus. Now I'm playing with power. Upgrade the robotics HQ. So I need 10 electronics, which I have, so I can do it. Once again, without emotion, beauty is a concept I am not programmed to comprehend. I must be similar to the experience of observing the robotic HQ grow to its next new level. Thank you for your obedient compliance with our growth needs. There is one more data point which will enable your successful management of our Yoshimi business venture. Yes? Power hungry. A most unfortunate splitting of the Martian surface can be observed. Warm streams of energies from these fractures and provides a good opportunity. Geothermal plants can capture the heat from these rare thermal vents and convert it to energy. This is a delicious idea. Please construct one of these plants so that we have an abundance of energy for all our future needs. Sure thing. Construct geothermal plant. Well, that's quite a way out. Prepare for early retirement. When all the work is done, what could be better than planning for your future? Idleness and automation. What could possibly go wrong? Early retirement. Wow, such success on your first endeavor. Your time of learning with Yoshimi Robotics has come to a requiem. I have decided that our time spent together is more than enough to last me for the rest of my processing cycles. I am full and require no more of your time. With these encouraging words, your upgrade is complete. You now know enough to run a successful business into the ground. Enjoy your time on Mars until your inevitable retirement. I am not ready to retire yet. Great job, human! Advance my career. Okay, corporations are people too. Corporations are people. Business on Mars is booming. The most exciting opportunities are around the newly formed colonies. Like corporations, these colonies are made from people, and people have needs. They require water to drink, food to eat, and oxygen to breathe. If handled correctly, these needs become a lucrative revenue stream and the foundation for a strong business. Entrepreneur Paolo Rubini and his prodigy Maisie Song will show you the sensor way of developing Martian real estate. You will learn to deftly handle the human element with an eye towards the bottom line. Senka Developments, a new generation of great capitalism. Hey, partner! Senka Developments... Sensor Developments is a market leader in the growing off-world industrial revolution. Working with us means you'll be making history. I hope you're as excited about this amazing opportunity as I am. You need to be willing to take on mind-numbing debt and soul-crushing responsibilities. But I promise it will be worth it. Sign me up. Nice start. You'll be taking over responsibilities at our new Los Angeles branch. Our business is already well positioned with a supply of steel, aluminium, and silicon. We've got our power needs covered by the wind turbine on the crest of that crater. We're not content to do fine. Senka Developments will teach you how to expand your internal expectations. You're here to help pave the way to the next stage of our business venture. And what stage is that? Water is awesome. Since the new venture involves our people's hard work, you need to make sure they survive out here. Water is the key ingredient for sustaining life on Mars. The blue cylinder represents underground water deposits. You can get a good supply started by constructing water pumps on these deposits. Got it! Okay. So there's one right next to the base and there's one over here. So let's get the one right next to the base. So we're basically building a well by the looks of it. Yep. Little drill goes in, little drill goes down. Water is being pumped up to the surface. Nice. H2O is a go. Nice work on the water production. Maisie is teaching you how to set up a well-run business. I'll show you how to turn a profit. You can see how important the extraction of resources is. Even more critical to us is the sale of those resources. Let me introduce you to our customer. These have great needs and deep pockets, customer. This colony is our customer. Old Earth sent some of her finest out here to start a new life. They are willing to brave the harsh climate in pursuit of a better future. Their bravery is fueled by one word: hope. Hope is a new industrial revolution. Hope for jobs that can sustain their families. Hope to transform their colony into a successful port, trading with the asteroid belt. Their needs will make us money, but their hopes will make us wealthy. That's a nice saying. How do I know what they want? Buying and selling. The resource list is a lot more than a stat sheet. Tracking your production output, it also shows you the market value of your resources, which change dynamically based on the supply and demand of your colony. Food is selling at $90 at the moment per bushel. You should make a move and invest some resources into producing food. Decabushel. Decabushel. Okay, I'm guessing that's a volume. How do I make food? Factory farming. You're going to need to build some farms. That's great use for the water we've been collecting. But there's a small problem with the plan. We don't have any glass. And you'll need to get some glass to construct farms. Sell some surplus resources, buy some glass. And you should be able to construct the farms, okay? I'll buy what I need to build them. Okay, so we've got glass down here. So glass is currently at 109, 110. Is that going up constantly? How much do I need for a glass house? I only need 10. Okay, so... Oh, cash is strapped. Alright, okay, of course, I need to sell things first. So, steel sells for 61. Let's sell some steel, shall we? We've got 2,000 now. Cash strapped. I know the basics of most businesses' debt, but let's be realistic. The colony isn't going to lend you money or give away their glass. Before we get any more glass, the price needs to drop or we don't get more cash. No money, no options. So how do we make the price of glass go down? Well, yes, I just sold enough. I need 20, so I need some more money. Let's sell some more steel. Oh no, the price for steel has just gone down. The price for water is now really high, so let's sell some water. Can I buy some more glass now? Yes. So now I have 20 glass, so I can build 2 greenhouse farms. Okay. Well, I'm guessing building them close to the base is going to be the best option, and next to water. So let's build one here, and another one here. Very nice. I like your style. Putting buildings next to each other is a good way of getting more of a good thing. Each greenhouse farm is 50% more productive because of their placement. With planning like that, there's no limit to what we can accomplish. Thanks. That's 1 greenhouse farm. And 2 greenhouse farms. Nice. We're now using a lot more water than what we had, so we need to build a water pump. Having a good food supply is not only smart, it's good business. As our expansive HQ grows, so does our staff. You're ensuring our employees have the energy to continue working hard for you in the future. Another benefit we provide to our employees is breathable air. It's a pretty huge perk. Not suffocating is a benefit? O2 and hydrogen fuel. The electrolysis reactor takes the water and splits the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. The hydrogen is processed into fuel used in our transports. The oxygen is rapidly cooled and stored in its liquid form. Time to make some O2. We need some water pump. Oh, I need approval. Okay. Need an electrolysis reactor. Okay. Do I get a bonus for building it elsewhere? Not by the looks of it. So we'll stick it on the edge here. Boom. 2 of them apparently. We get a bonus for building it next to him. So these are slowly building. 85%, 90, 95%, 100. Oh, look at the little ring fills. That's so cool. 1 and 2. Okay. We now have the production pipeline for fuel and oxygen. There's been a bit of a supply snafu though. We aren't pumping enough water to supply the greenhouse farms and the electrolysis reactors. The number next to the water icon is our production rate. Whenever that number is red, we are using more of the resource than we're making. We're not losing money, but we're losing the opportunity for generating profitable resources. Time for another water pump. Okay. Water pump will help a lot. There is also water available in the ice fields above us. You can collect it by using solar condensers. This method of water production isn't nearly as efficient as water pumps, but it will do in a pinch. Unfortunately, we're completely out of land claims, so there's that. Land claims? Claims and opportunities. Maisie tells me that we're out of claims, and we need more water. That's where upgrading the expansive HQ really helps out. All of the land that you see around you is owned by the colony. Claims are given out sparingly by the colony to the businesses that they trade with. By expanding our facilities, we earn more than we trust, hence the claims. Let's upgrade and take the advantage to stabilize our water production. Time to upgrade our HQ. Upgrade. I need more glass. Time to go shopping. Okay, so food is selling well. Let's sell some food. And we'll buy some glass. That's it, we can upgrade now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that go. Level 3 expansive HQ. Okay, so build 2 solar condensers. Solar condensers. Oh, right, okay. We need more glass again. 3 glass. Okay, so let's sell some food again. As it's selling well. Buy some glass. Glass. 1, 2. Alright, okay, and a water pump. Bong. That should sell out our water supply. Nice. Good news if you like bad news. Okay. We don't have enough power. I feel bad keeping secrets from you at this point. It's time to come clean. We've been running quite a bit of a deficit due to the cost of power since you started. We owe over 12,000. Oh yeah, yikes. That one wind turbine isn't quite enough to supply all of our structures with the required power. And the colony has been selling us energy at the market rate. I owe what? Don't freak out about the debt. Listen, running a business is really stressful. Do not worry about the money we owe. Seriously, you can pay off debt whenever you have the extra cash. But it's better to be reinvest in a better infrastructure. Too much debt can literally crater your opportunities in the future. But let's focus on making more money instead. Build some power producers so we move from having an energy deficit to an energy surplus. I'll get more power online. Okay. Solar panels. 1.56, 1.56, 1.43. Okay, so it's going to make sense to build it fairly close to the base again. So let's do... We'll do it in the 1.56 area, but away from everything else. So we'll do it just here. So 1.56 is going to put us into energy plus, but we can build 2 next to each other. It's going to put us way into the surplus now. The solar panels come on. That's so cool. You have some slices of cheese down here. Learn to live without debt. If there's anything the 21st century has taught us, is that no matter what the debt crisis is, life goes on. Energy independence. Check out those wonderful numbers next to the energy icon. Yep. Okay, +4. I like that. We're running in a surplus and making money by selling the extra back to the colony. Oh yeah, look. The debt's going down. That's pretty cool. But we're selling it super cheap. Wow. Of course, the money we're making by auto-selling our surplus gets applied to our debt. Hopefully you can see why I wasn't too worried about our debt. Using our cash to make more money is the best way to stay out of debt to begin with. Okay, so what's next? First things first, there's a lot of things that we could do to increase our profits, but unfortunately we're out of land claims again. You know the drill, upgrade the expansive HQ and then we'll talk. Okay, so we need some more glass again. We've got plenty of money, so let's buy. And upgrade. Easy money. I love the look at the base, the way it expands. It's so cool. Easy money. The colony just gave us a bunch of new land claims, and I think it's pretty clear what our next move is. The price of glass is looking really good at the moment. Yes, it is. We've helped drive the price up by buying so much. Let's flip the script and recoup some of that cash by producing some glass of our own. How? Invest in glass. Glass kilns are enormous kilns where oxygen is burned to melt silicon into large glass panels. Glass is made from the following: 1 oxygen, 4 silicon equals 1 glass. These sturdy panels are used throughout the colony and enable us to make Mars a beautiful place to do business. Believe me, without the fantastic views in the expansive HQ, we'd have a hard time with our executive retention. I'd like an office with a view. Okay, glass. Construct a glass kiln. Do I get bonuses for up here? No, but I get a negative for doing it over here. So I guess doing it up here is going to be better. So yeah, let's do it up here. Plus 0.65. Build 3 glass kilns. Okay, did I just build one? Yes, I built one. I get a bonus for building. Yeah, get a bonus for building them next to each other. Oh dear. Shortages or opportunities. Our timing couldn't be much better. A minor industrial accident blew almost everything out the window of the colony's research module. I love seeing prices go up. Shortages like this occur from time to time. Sometimes they are the result of problems at the colony. Other times the expected shipments from Earth don't arrive on time. It doesn't matter much to us. We can profit from the shortages as long as we have what they need. Isn't this price gouging? Listen here. If you need glass, it may feel like price gouging, but the reality is that the demand has gone up and the supply hasn't kept pace. We're in a free market, friend, and this is what Liase's fair looks like. If demand goes up, feel free to worry about the details. But only after you've figured out how to profit from the opportunity. Time to make some money. Okay. Get another kiln then. And another kiln. Spectacular use of real estate. Not only are your real estate claims on point, but you've also constructed the most efficient layout for 3 buildings of the same type. Each glass kiln is producing glass at a rate 75% quicker than the individual structure. Decisions like this will get you promoted before you even know it. I'm looking forward to the real estate already. Build an elemental quarry on silicon. Yes. And over here. We have to watch our oxygen supply. We should probably build another electrolysis reactor, I guess. And sell 50 glass. Okay. Well, we've got loads, so lovely. Fantastic work. Top-notch performance. It can be easy to lose your head when the market heats up. Keeping your cool and focusing on the results shows that you have what it takes to compete. Our business is rolling along, and with the glass sale, you have solid cash influx that gives you options to moving forward. The side benefit of having strong business is that the colony benefits as well. An actual win-win. Rising tides. Wow. As you can see, the colony has grown since we started working together. That is due in a large part to our hard work. Earth is hoping that the colonies can revive humankind's future, but its business, like ours, will ensure their success. We don't influence how the colony grows, but the expansion efforts of the colonies can greatly affect the prices of resources. How so? The port. This is the shipping and receiving heart of the colony. Every resource bought or sold finds its way through this port. Rolling over the port will provide you with an overview of the colony's consumption. As a business, we care a lot about the construction materials. The colony is populated by citizens, and their life support needs make up of the majority of the consumption. And what are the buildings around the port? Ah, okay. Habitats and workplaces. The most important structures are the habitat units that allow the population of the colony to grow. The more the colony grows, the more they consume, and an expanding colony is good for business. The colony has a large number of specialty structures it will utilize when it expands. Foundries, laboratories, machine shops, offices, and warehouses, to name a few. You can always roll over the structures to learn more. How does this help our bottom line? It's the people. Just like the corporations, colonies are people. After a busy day at work, people sometimes need to take a break and blow off some steam. Who knows what people need more than a well-run business? No one, that's who. Maisie Song is going to tell you about the amazing revenue stream that results from well-placed Pleasure Dome. Pleasure what? Relax! The Pleasure Dome is a place where workers can take a break from long hours of toil. They pay handsomely for a release from the daily grind, and it's quite a lucrative revenue stream. We should build one next to the colony, preferably adjacent to as many habitat units as possible. Real estate is always about location, location, location. I'll find the right spot. So I'm guessing it's going to be right here. Bosh. Must have 40 electronics. Okay. So, 10... That is really loud. Sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that loud. So we have 40 electronics. We spent most of our money that we gained. We've got so much extra glass that we can make it back if we want to. In fact, let's sell off a little bit. So we've got enough money again. Let's build one here. We have a Pleasure Dome under construction. New Los Angeles. Alright, yeah, we're just waiting for the ship to come over. Perfect. You really know how to make the best of a good idea. By strategically placing the Pleasure Dome between all of those habitats, you've ensured optimal profits. Strong decision making is the way to rise to the top. It really has been a pleasure to walk you through the Senka way. Oh, you rock. The Pleasure Dome is going to provide a nice income for us, and that's what the business is all about. Finding out what people need and selling at an inflated rate. You are now certified to plan and execute a successful business by the Senka development. Before leaving, please sign the non-disclosure and non-compete agreement.
The Pleasure Dome is completed. I wonder what goes on in there.
Can I refuse? What happens if I refuse? Oh, okay. Fun times ahead. Climb the corporate ladder. Make it work. Learn from Reclamation Industries what it takes to win a market competition against an economic rival. Being morally flexible is a plus. Make it work. Reclamation Industries provides opportunities for hard workers beset by unfortunate circumstances. By committing to a 5-year contract, debts are forgiven and records expunged. Sam Marino will show you how to identify an ideal founding location for setting up a successful scavenger outpost and a good way to start off strong. The colony of New Amsterdam has just opened up its borders to outside investors. It's quite possible that you will face such competition in the marketplace, or some competition rather. He is making baguettes and bread. New Amsterdam, a new home. There are a few things you need to know about Reclamation Industries before you can help us found the Scavenger HQ. First off, we don't use stainless steel as a building material. It's good stuff that's over-engineered, but our lower safety standards allow us to use carbon compounds as a primary building material. Carbon? Carbon is found in and around impact craters. We can extract it rapidly and convert it to a wide range of construction supplies. People question using construction materials that haven't been field tested yet. People should really mind their own business. We also use aluminium and glass to build our structures. Why is the map so dark? Someone's first rodeo. Time to learn how to identify a good spot to set up shop. The most important choice you're going to make is one of the first ones required: where to set up the Scavenger HQ. We know the locations of mineral deposits surrounding the nearby colony, but we need to perform deep scans to verify the type of those materials. Scans. Yep, basic scouting and recon. Click on an area nearby to perform a magnetic resonance scan. And that's what MRI is, a magnetic resonance imager. The beacons is where we know where resources are, but we don't know how much more than that. We're expecting you to spot a few good locations before you decide where we found it. Don't let us down. I won't. Okay, so this is spot 1. Okay. Spot 2. Okay. Riverbed. Crater. Alright, okay, so we know it's near a crater. So either this one or this one, I guess? Let's try this one. Oh, this is a nice one. We got 2 spots here. Nice! So many options. Here's an interesting spot. It's tricky because the construction resources aren't strong and the closest water isn't great, but silicon is always useful for both glass and electronic production. And we have a geothermal so close. And having a geothermal so close makes this location very tempting. Keep in mind that our start here would be slow off the get-go. Having options is always nice. Okay, so let's expand out this way. Fast upgrades. That's a hell of a carbon and aluminium. Yeah, that is a lot. This would give us a fast start and allow us a quick upgrade with plenty of construction materials. I wish there was a better supply of water nearby. Life support matters. Some of us even brought our families on this venture. Starting fast is good. Okay, so I'm guessing going down is going to be the next option. Wow, 4. Nice and balanced. This is a solid spot found at the Scavenger HQ. It provides the construction supplies critical for the upgrades, along with plenty of water to support the life supply needs of our crew. I like this kind of place. A balanced location seems to be a good idea. Time to make a decision. Our luck seems to be running high at the moment. You're making me no longer regret letting you tag along. Since it seems you're so charmed, why don't you make the call on where to found the Scavenger HQ? But don't I need to know more? Always more to learn. When we found any resources under the Scavenger HQ, get strip mined. It's a good burst of resources, but we can't access them as a supply later. You can always spend time carefully weighing the strengths of every hard call, but there comes a time where you need to trust your instincts. Time to decide. Okay, so I think the balanced option is going to be the best one. Wow. Wow. Is this actually costing resources doing the scanning? I don't think it is it? Scan this way. Oh, there's rocks. Anything up here? Nope, that will do for now, I guess. Okay, so Reclamation HQ. Let's land here, I guess. We've taken a huge chance moving out here. Some of us didn't have much to lose in the first place. I wasn't satisfied working hard for another to profit. Frank couldn't afford his home payment, and now he's on a 5-year plan. Different backgrounds, same goals. Some of our crew have recently paroled. The one thing we all have in common is hope. Is Frank a criminal? Hey, watch it! Just because some of us have debts to repay doesn't give you the right to look down on me. No one lives a life without a few regrets. I'm willing to come to a full account for my shortcomings. Be careful about the conclusions you're willing to jump to. Enough of the lectures. Our ship has just landed and there is work to be done. Right. Everyone deserves a second chance. So very true. Okay, build 2 elemental quarries on carbon, build a metal mine on aluminium, build a water pump. Okay, so let's get building. Water pump. We've got water here. Metal mine on aluminium. I could do it over here, but it costs more energy. Was that energy? Fire. What's fire? Fuel. I'm not producing fuel. Okay, well... plus 195, plus 1.3. So I'm going to get more out of doing 2 nearby and using less fuel. Although this is pretty good. Plus 2, 1. Actually, I'm going to do this one over here. Build 2 elemental... A new day dawns on Mars. Your debt has... Great. Accrued interest. Build 2 elemental quarries. Elemental quarries on carbon. Well, there's a 2 up here, and there's 2 1s down here. So let's do the 2 1s down here. I get a 50% bonus of building it next to each other, so it kind of works out doing it down here anyway. Why is my debt going up? Oh, because of fuel usage. Okay. I'm going to pause this so my debt stopped going up. I love reclamation industries. While others mine iron and have refined it for steel, we build straight from carbon. It reminds me of a contract Henry Ford made with a machine shop. There were strict guidelines for how to package and ship engines they built, down to the type of wood used. After the engine was delivered, the crates were pulled apart and used as floorboards. Okay, every angle was a key to the design. Nice. A little something for nothing. Take care of our workers. Because of our reputation, the Scavenger HQ isn't just a business centre. It's also the primary residency for our workers. None of us expect easy living, but we do require our daily square, a hot shower and clean air. Get our life support needs in order. We will take the next step. Will do. Okay, so upgrade the Scavenger HQ, which I can do. Build a water pump. What do I need for a water pump? Oh, I can do it straight away. Let's do water pump. Build an electrolysis reactor. Do I get bonus for building it here? No. Okay. So let's do one over here. And build a greenhouse farm. Greenhouse farm. Bosh. Okay, let's resume. Let's pay a debt. Okay, but I'm still not producing enough energy. Not bad. A fine start to this endeavour. We've got reliable production of most of our construction supplies, and we don't need to be buying life support from the colony. We're in this together. Out here, that's all we can rely on. Hello, neighbour. I am excited to be nearby your location for this business venture. So many new things are happening each day. Competition brings out the best in us. I am expecting a package soon. Please let me know if by accident it was received by you. Will do, and good luck. There goes the neighbourhood. Looks like we've got some competition for New Amsterdam business. Fresh from Yoshimi, the latest in human replacement technology. Trusted helpers ever working till the end. More like helping the rich take even more. Damn, robots, they seem nice to me. Land grab. Should have snagged that while we had the chance. Now the competition has the shiny energy source and we're left high and dry. And it won't stop there. This whole endeavour is one big competition. We're fighting over land, resources, and most importantly, the colony business. What's our first move? To win this competition, we'll need to outsmart, outproduce, and outsell them. Good indicator of our value is our stock price. It will always appear next to your name. Let's begin by producing some wind turbines so that our energy costs don't become their profits. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, nice. 1.3. Let's go up here. Energy prices looking good. This is a great chance to make some extra cash with our suppliers energy production. We could invest in more energy producers, but when the energy crisis is over, we'd be left with some useless land claims. If those bots hadn't snatched up that geothermal source, we'd be... Excuse me, if the bots hadn't snatched that geothermal source, we'd be the only energy suppliers in town. Too late now. Friends in low places. This here is one of those times where being an undesirable is desirable. Our business is on the straight and narrow, but there are plenty of folks scrapping nearby, involved in activities that are less than legit. So many of our workers have suffered under the thumb of big business. Many of these independents prefer working with us. You represent a gang of thugs? Allow me to introduce myself. Call me Rashinkinov. I represent a group of independent contractors operating works to be had on this frozen wasteland. We're called the black market regulars by locals. If you're serious about surviving out here, you'll refer to us as friend. We provide exceptional services at competitive prices. When you find it hard to compete with business as usual, we can provide interesting options. Independence? A business of criminals. We deplore organized crime of any type, which is why we are so proactive in damaging the interests of these so-called honest endeavors. There is nothing so organized or so criminal in its nature than what is commonly regarded as a corporation. We will sell you these services and tools. You will need to quickly remove that smug smile from the self-satisfied elites you are loggerheads with. Nice to meet you. New contacts. Rasinklinovs is a good man and we have friendship with. We're good to hire some of the associates to enact a mutiny on a geothermal plant that the robots seem to be so proud of. How are we going to enact a mutiny in a factory that's run by robots? Interesting. There's money to be had on the energy market, and we don't see a need to share it. Want me to steal it? Survival isn't always pretty. Our lives and futures are on the line here. Most of us have families looking to come off-world with us. Fighting over scraps here is an improvement over their lives on Earth. It's a choice. If it's a choice between me and mine and some job-stealing corporate algorithms, you best believe it's not even a choice. If it makes it any easier, think of it like borrowing sugar from a neighbour. They'll get it back soon enough. Time to borrow that geothermal then. Okay, so purchase mutiny from the black market. Okay, so yes. Yes. Have some fun. Buy the mutiny. Oh, for 1,000. The black market by hitting the button. Hit the opponent's geothermal plant with a mutiny. So, geothermal plant. Production diverted. Oh my god. Ah, the sounds. Sorry. Production diverted. That geothermal plant is redirecting its power our way for a while. Time to enjoy the fruits of some else's labour for a change. Let's expand the scavenger HQ so that we have land claims. With those claims, I suggest we push into glass and electronics production. We need glass to continue upgrading the scavenger HQ at a reasonable price. Electronics are great in the short-term move. The robotic factories from Yoshimi need electronics to upgrade and their consumption will help move the price upwards. They are also used to build some advanced buildings. There is one in particular that will really pique your interest. I trust you. Okay, let's resume. Wow. Okay, so we're getting a nice bunch of money from that. Oh, and our wind turbine is going up. So we need to upgrade the scavenger HQ. Build a wind turbine, which is under construction. Build an elemental quarry on silicon. Silicon up here. No, it's carbon. Oh, silicon's the cheese slice, isn't it? Yeah, silicon. Okay, so that one, I guess. Okay, electronics factory. And a glass kiln. I'm not going to get a bonus for building it over here, am I? No. What about the electronics factory? No. Okay, so doesn't matter where I build these, so let's build one here, and let's build one here. Who is neighbor? Do you retain a memory of this geothermal plant? Recalling its story brings up complex connections within. You do not understand our relationship to energy. We have carefully constructed an example. This is called a teachable time segment. Sorry about that. I was told to do it. Oh. Okay. Better neighbor now. Human consumption food. Observe green factories of water consumption. EMP discharge will make these inoperable. Hunger and emptiness. Leave neighbor alone now. Please learn. This is an awful way to treat a neighbor. Messed with the wrong person. I can't believe the nerve of them. Our peoples need that food to stay productive, and they know that. If they want to play hardball, we certainly can accommodate them. We're going to use our electronics production to build a hacker array. This will be the most useful addition to our business. I thought hacking was illegal. Technically not illegal, the hacker array intercepts intra-space communications and adds a little something extra. Instead of food supplies are en route for delivery, no imminent delays present, the message received by the colony becomes no food supplies, imminent delays present. The effect on price almost immediately and provides us with a huge edge. Oh, that sounds totally legal. Okay, construct a hacker array. Looks like I get some sort of bonus for building it over here. And upgrade the scavenger HQ again. Okay. Use a goon squad on your hacker array. Purchase a goon squad. Goon squad will protect a tile from enemy sabotage. If targeted, you will capture the sabotage for yourself. Okay. Protection always good investment. Glad to see a mutiny was your satisfaction. Seems like you're getting good advice from Sam as well. A new day dawns on Marge. Your debt has incurred 3% interest of $2.
The hacker array is finished. Time to change our passwords.
Anytime you build something worth having, it pays to invest some protection. My goon squad will ensure that the safety and security of the location you are concerned about. Protection is not the only function. If a competitor is foolish enough to target a protected site, my team will capture and reverse engineer a response for use at your leisure. Sounds like an insurance policy. Okay. Use Goon Squad on my hacker array. Okay. Turn off hacker array. Electronics look promising. Oh my, it looks like they are trying to take advantage of the attack they launched on our farms. Not as innocent and helpful as advertised, but what is it? Seems like they haven't decided to begin construction on electronics yet. This is the time to make our move. We should double down on our electronics production and use the hacker array to short the supply, which will drive prices sky high. Sounds like capitalism. Okay, use the hacker array on electronics. Okay, so hacker array. Alright, okay. Cost 2,000, which I got. Payoff for patience. Gives the hackers some time to get their work done, time to spread the misinformation on the wire. Get a few more electronics factories online, and we'll make sure that our life support needs are taken care of. We were in great shape while borrowing that geothermal, but now that things are back to normal, we're running a little low. We won't have to wait for long. Use the hacker array to short the electronics. Oh, which I've already done. Build 2 electronics factories. Let's pause this a second. 1.
Dangerous explosives available to the highest bidder.
Okay. Black market auction, 20 seconds. Dynamite. Place a bid. I'm still sore about the malicious attack on our farms. This dynamite could be used to teach those heartless machines a lesson in cause and effect. Don't worry about how much the cash we have on hand. Auctions are paid by taking on a loan, which will increase our debt. Click on the bid button to raise the stakes, and those robots will know we mean business for sure. Dynamite. Sounds safe? Sure. We are now the highest bidder. Okay, so we can still bid even on pause. Wow. Wow. And right, let's get things built, shall we? So build another electronics factory. There. Build a greenhouse farm. We'll do that there. And build another wind turbine, which we can do over here. Do another bid. And another. Hold the phone. The dynamite is good, but it's not worth that much. They must be pretty desperate for revenge to pay for that through the nose for that, though. I'm not saying we dropped it on them at that price, but I think we ended up with a better bargain. That plus our little insurance policy on the hacker array makes me smile. But I wanted that dynamite. Okay. Why is it like we're still on pause?
Sold.
Ah. Are you allowed to spend that much money? This is like a child bidding with their father's money. Pay off my debt. This will set your hacker array in the game. If you have a hacker array selected, the next hacker array will be selected.
Price manipulations to begin shortly.
I built another wind turbine, didn't I? Apparently need to build another one. Okay. Oh, look at the price going up. Oh, yeah. Paid off my debt again. Come on, wind turbine. Done. Okay. Turnabout. Hello again. Our attention is once again diverted to behavior which is unbecoming of a neighbor. You have built an array of lies. A demonstration is prepared to hasten your retirement. Instead of deception, let me share
pending market adjustments.
the concept of destruction. Price spike imminent. Oh, I like this. You probably shouldn't touch that.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Look at the price. Look at the price. Mess with the ball, you get the horns. Try as hard as they might, they just can't keep up with us. Almost makes us feel bad for what we're about to do. Looks like we've got some free dynamite and a nice little target. Time to have a little fun, those poor little robots. Let's sell off some more electronics. Use the dynamite on your opponent. Okay. Should we use it on their geothermal plant? Or on their electronics plant? I think their geothermal one's going to be the best one. So much sadness. There is a concept, kindness. I wish this word was expressed better by you, our neighbor. This loss of our geothermal plant brings me no happiness. It is certainly that you are now labeled rival. We are now only delayed. A repair was shortly forthcoming. Our relationship is beyond repair. Goodbye. You tried using that on me first. Good on you. There we go. Gotta love the powerful statements some high-powered explosives can make. Making friends is fine, but in business, you don't have a choice but to make some enemies. I hope you enjoyed trashing some automated butt. At Reclamation Industries, a fresh start is available for all. I made a fresh start too. Time to expunge my record. Better living through chemistry. Better living through chemistry. Economic disaster and a string of global crises brought fears of a modern dark age. The scientific community gathered the emerging shadows to pledge themselves and preserve and expand humanity's knowledge regardless of cost. Ilyana Kamats and Silias Crichtons united their international science teams to form new meridians. Their sights set on expanding planetary exploration. By competing with their off-world trading companies, they hope to secure funding for even more ambitious projects. Join them to learn how to set up fully optimized Martian business by balancing the pursuit of science with a desire for some strong earning statements. Okay. New meridian. Seizing opportunities where others see limits. On giant shoulders. Thank you for joining our team for deciding to build a better future together. The work here is the first phase of our greater mission. Dark days are in store for Earth, but if the necessary progress is made here, our future will be secured. I'd like to introduce you, Dr. Silias Crichton. He is our engineering mind responsible for our advanced designs. Think different. All of the structures used by our competitors are based on initial designs. We shared our research with everyone in the beginning. Our open source policy helped the colonization of Mars to occur at a rapid rate. Unfortunately, other companies using our innovations had no desire to reciprocate. We continue to make significant upgrades. What kind of upgrades? Where to start? I'll explain the hardware later. Now it is the time to identify a good founding location. We build with the steel and aluminium and glass, and we require a healthy supply of water because our unique technological advances where we put the scientific HQ is very different from the more rudimentary corporations. You should look for a diverse spread of low resources instead of limited supply of high ones. Why can I see the whole map? I've seen everything. Some colonies invest the time and money into properly scanning and recording the geological resource deposits in their territories. Each competitor is given the same information, but there is a time-based charge associated with the acting quickly. Aggressive businesses can access to prime real estate at a steep price. Please avoid the temptation to found immediately. The cost associated with founding quickly can put us at a considerable debt disadvantage. I think I understand. Oh, yikes. Well, okay. We'll just pause and look around the map. Seems to be the better option. It keeps the money and doesn't incur huge amounts of debt. So, we can look around the map. We've got a nice supply of water, silicon, carbon down here with a bit of aluminium. We've got iron over here with water, a bit of carbon, a bit of aluminium. Up here looks good. We've got a nice supply of silicon, nice supply of water, nice supply of aluminium and iron. We've got no carbon though. Even though we've got craters, we've got no carbon. We've got carbon over here with iron, aluminium and water. Found a scientific HQ adjacent to iron. Okay, so this is probably the biggest one. You've crossed the line from judicious to slow. There is work to be done and daylight is burning, so to speak. Decision making can be hard. You have my permission to fail if that's what provides you room to succeed. We are now uniquely positioned to recover from a less than ideal founding location. I'll found the scientific HQ. So, maybe somewhere like here is going to be good. There's a nice supply of water here. Nice supply of water here. Nice aluminium, iron. It's just no carbon. Carbon's all the way down here. This one's got everything, but just not a huge range of it. Let's go down here. So, found adjacent to some iron. Okay. So, wash. Quite right. What a wondrous sight to behold. Our new home, a top-of-the-line science facility, and a business centre rolled into one. It's now time to prioritise our production needs. Let's start with getting our building supplies online. You should be familiar with using mines to collect aluminium. We have a very different approach for iron. Different how? Steel Mill 2.0. Dr. Crichton designed and developed the latest in steel mill technologies. Instead of building a mine on an iron resource, place a steel mill. The new Meridian Steel Mill, registered trademark, will mine the iron that it needs as long as the iron is present on the structural location. This saves time, energy, and most importantly, land claims. That's way better! Okay. Let's build 2 steel mills. On iron. So, 1. Oh, we've got a neighbour. The reclamation people. Howdy! Looks like we're going to be friendly competitors for the business of Marworth, Wales. I'm not much of a talker, but I thought a kind word to a nearby competitor was required. Good luck with the work. You too. Villainous swindlers. You can't choose the competition, but at times like this, I wish you could. Not only do they use dangerous materials for their building, but their connections allow them to exploit the loose business regulations on Mars. They are happy to interfere in matters that are best left alone, using means that are less than admirable. They're just trying to survive. Still. And aluminium. Over here. Okay, let's get building. Wow, these ships move a lot slower, I've noticed, compared to the other people. So we're using up fuel, that's the only thing. Build the first steel mill. Wow, I've got a debt of 34,000 already. Yikes. %, 90%, and done. Okay. Onward and upward. Rapid and efficient still is not our only improvement. Once we discovered the advantages that this approach could afford, Dr. Crichton was not to be stopped. His ultimate goal was to ensure that we could minimize the collection of core resources and leapfrog others into harder to manufacture resources immediately. Our improvements are so revolutionary, it's hard to see how any other approach could even begin to compete with us. I like the sound of that. Work smarter, not harder. Hard work is to be admired. It was the work of countless generations before us that preserved humanity from the perils of ignorance. There is now a gap between a great idea and the efforts required to realize it. A new paradigm is necessary. Take a look at redesigned electrolysis reactor. Construct this at a site where water could normally be extracted. I think you'll like the results. Bypassing the need for a water pump with the dedicated structure to get our operations running quickly and smoothly. The advancements do not stop there. Choose a spot where silicon is present instead of a primitive elemental quarry. Yikes. I got a lot of debt. Let's just pause that a second. Choose a spot where silicon is present instead of a primitive elemental quarry. Construct a glass kiln. You'll notice another improvement. Automatic silicon extraction? Simply better. Anyone with eyes could see that these are great innovations. The old way wasted precious land claims, required 4 separate structures, and resulted in a mediocre glass production. In 2 simple steps we have glass production and we consume considerably less energy, all while maintaining flexibility. Why do it any other way? Sounds great. Okay, so electrolysis on water. So we'll do water over here. By the looks of it, yeah, it just doesn't matter what volume of water there is, so we'll do 1 here and glass on kiln on glass. We are massively in debt though. sell off. Doopy doo. Glass kiln. And electrolysis. Nice. I'm so glad that you took Dr. Crichton's advice. Some of us find the confidence in his approach unsettling. You took his guidance and applied his concepts efficiently. Beyond simply expanding, we need a growth plan that will facilitate rapid innovation. What does that entail? A necessary evil. All of us at New Meridians are on Mars to expand the scope of human knowledge. We believe that science and its practical applications provide the best hope for preserving our species. Unfortunately, much of our time is consumed by business pursuits instead of focusing on the search for truth. We obsess over earning profits and cutting corners. Making money is important. The essentials: power, fuel, and food. We need to get these mission-critical resources online. New Meridian's businesses tend to transport more goods than our competition, so establishing a strong fuel supply is important, as is a strong food supply. I think you'll like our farming techniques. Can they be built on a water source? Mostly advanced farms. Our farming equipment is able to automatically extract moisture from any water source it's placed on. Quite an accomplishment, with one small exception. It doesn't work so well with ice. Actually, it doesn't work at all on ice. None of our advanced structures do. You would think that it would be easy to accomplish, but apparently it's not. Do yourself a favor and don't mention this to Dr. Crichton. Let's get started then. Okay, so we can upgrade. Build 2 power generators. How are we looking for wind? Wind's okay. Let's do 1 wind here. And we'll do another wind here. Can we cancel that? Return claim. Okay. Construct wind turbine. I wonder if it's better to put 2 next to each other. Huh. I think I just broke it. I don't have approval anymore to build 2. Interesting. Build an electrolysis reactor on water. Okay. Build a greenhouse on water. Okay. How do I get my land claim back though? I cancelled my build, but it seems to have broken it. Oh, I can build it. Ah, there we go. I can build it now. No, I still need approval. Still need approval. Huh. So I can't actually progress. Right, I guess I'll call this video here then. I'll replay back through and I may continue on a second video, as this has already been going quite long. But yeah, this has been Offworld Trading Company. I like it so far, to be honest with you. I like the kind of diversity, the range of different types of fields that you'll be able to play when you get into the main game. But I like the different options available. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I'm quite liking these research guys, given that they can perform so much with so little. I did like the kind of shady business that the Reclaim guys from New Amsterdam could also do as well. That was pretty nice. But yeah, this has been Offworld Trading Company, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Adios!